This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Hey, Dave.
For a long time, the Raptors playing in Canada was seen by some as a detriment to their competitive prospects. Players dealt with issues like passports, different money, going through customs, and on and on. But now the Raptors use it as a strength, not as a weakness. They have a whole nation behind them. And they have Toronto, a diverse city with global engagement. Kevin?
And the game is going global. You're right. Thank you, D.A. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the point. And for Toronto, Siakam at power forward with Gasol at center. Fred VanVleet out there with Lowry. And it's Powell in at the 3. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent. What are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin. The talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams and teams that have made changes? What are they playing like now?
What's their chemistry? Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
Here's Ingram, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
How ridiculous is Ingram? Just toying with the defense's emotions with that ball handle.
Ingram with the steal. From 8, Green for 2 points.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Siakam kicks to Lowry. Outside for Gasol. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Now here is Holiday, covered by VanVleet. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Gasol. And the rejection by Favors. And stolen by Siakam. Outside Gasol. Shot clock at 5. Here's VanVleet. He doesn't hit that one. And New Orleans will come the other way. Ball, the pass to Williamson. The kick out to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. And there's the pass to Ball. Over Lowry. They get the rebound. And that one's good. Williamson.
And Williamson doesn't let up, consistently in attack mode. Love his rabid intensity on the backboard.
Now, here's Siakam. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Nets in Brooklyn. Powell against Ingram. Lets the 3 fly. And Kyle Lowry with the 3. It's a tie ball game.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Back to Holiday. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Now here's VanVleet, guarded by Holiday. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last. And stolen by Siakam. Lowry looking around. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Floats it up there for Siakam. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Now here's Favors. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. From 12 feet out. Yep, that one goes.
And you gotta respect the level of concentration Ingram maintains at all times. Doesn't matter if he's wide open or pressured. This guy is a lights-out performer.
Van Vliet, sweet little floater.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard him and where your point of commitment is.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Knicks in New York. Gasol with the steal. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. And Siakam throws it down.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
As he enters his mid-30s, Marc Gasol showing no signs of slowing down. If anything, I think he's a better all-around basketball player.
Now here's Ball. 5 to shoot. Powell against Ingram. That one no good. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
And through his first 8 seasons in the NBA, Marc Gasol made a total of 12 three-pointers. Nowadays, Greg, he'll make more than that in a month.
And you ask around, he's always been capable. A great shooting touch. It's just a different job description for big men nowadays.
Now here's Williamson. And it's Ingram missing. Favors dishes to Williamson. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And that's grown man muscle. Williamson relishes any chance he gets to take the defense on and finish. And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts. Being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
Inside. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
And the free throw, no good.
And how much fun is it to watch this kid? I call Zion Williamson a kid, even though he goes about 280, and he has a certain composure that really belies his years.
And a slam dunk by Favors.
Yeah, and Ball, transcendent talent, I think has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Now here is Lowry. He has 5. Passes it to Gasol. No good.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
Here's Favors. Can't tie it up as that one misses.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Oh, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
And here's Gasol outside. The shot off that time.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And Redick kicks the ball. Pass to Favors. And Gasol sends it back. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. And the Raptors with some changes. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Gasol. Rondé Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Norman Powell. And it's Patrick McCaw in for Fred VanVleet. The Pelicans also changing it up. Hayes comes in for Williamson. And it's Josh Hart in for Brandon Ingram. 4 on the clock. And it's Rondé Hollis-Jefferson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. OG Anunoby's checked in for Pascal Siakam. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That is his first foul of the game. Favors passes to Hayes. Can't cash in from close range. Last outing for Toronto, they won that game against the Nets. Offensive rebound. McCaw kicks to Anunoby. Over Favors. No good off the back of the rim.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
And it's blocked. Now the Raptors moving it up. Here's Lowry. Knocks down the 10-footer. Lowry's got 7 points.
And with the body control and jump shot Lowry possesses, he has been known to torch you from the perimeter.
Ball finds Favors. Here's Redick, defended by Ibaka. Just 5 to shoot from 12 feet out. Second shot opportunity. Favors can't get it to go.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
McCaw, the pass to Anunoby. Here's McCaw. Over Redick. McCaw misses. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. Trailing by 2. And Hayes kicks to Hart. Pass to Redick. A 3-ball. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Toronto's gone 3 of 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter. Doing well from long range. Redick surveying the D. And again, New Orleans has no up.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now here's Favors.
And perimeter shooting never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
First free throw is good. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Lowry passes to McCaw. Here's Hollis Jefferson. The pass to McCaw. The Raptors need to get a shot off. Three-pointer, Lowry. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Outside, Redick puts up a three. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
Oh, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, Kevin. That's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Kyle Lowry is second. And, of course, Drew Holiday.
And really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. That one is no good.
And New Orleans, not the largest market, but a lot to like about living in the Big Easy.
You just said Big Easy in New Orleans, and I saw Kevin Harlan's head whip over here because I know what he's thinking about. Food, baby.
That's right.
Food. But whether it's music, art, architecture, New Orleans has a tremendous culture.
Hart, no good. Raptors leading by 3. Outside Lowry. Over Williams. Rebounded by Hart. Hart's got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Williams. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
Anunoby fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
One shot.
.26 seconds left to play in the first. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Redick. A 14-point game for him in the win against New York. Passes it to Alexander Walker. From deep 3-point range, that one doesn't drop.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. And we'll be back with you shortly. Marc Gasol, so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
fun. You see more fans on the stands. They speak Spanish, even they're from Spain or Argentina, Mexico, wherever they're from. They support the Spanish-speaking people, and they love the game also.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look here at the Raptors' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing in your opinion?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Just playing some real gritty defense right now, just getting up in bodies and forcing a lot of turnovers.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for Toronto right now, Ibaka is out there with Anunoby. Then there's Lowry, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Here's Anunoby. Makes it off the glass. Anunoby's got the lead up to 8 now for the Raptors.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Holiday against Lowry. Here's Hart. A 17-point game for him in the win against New York.
Let's us not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Raptors leading by 8. Now Lowry. 9 points last game. Pass to Ibaka. Over Hart. Ibaka, no luck. New Orleans has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Hart, while recovering. Pass to Holiday. He kicks it to Hayes. And the Pelicans miss again. Toronto's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lowry. You know, Brent, we talk about how global the game has become. There's so much talent in the NBA that was born outside of this country. And you think about the great coaches, the Hubie Browns over the years that have gone and had these clinics, Jack Ramsey, spreading the word of basketball that developed these young players we're now seeing in the league.
And we can go down the list of guys like Giannis, Joel Embiid, Jokic in Denver, Gobert in Utah, Luka Doncic in Dallas, along with Porzingis for the season. The one thing that's interesting about all those guys, Kevin, the connective tissue to that is they're not only great players, but the construct of the locker room around those guys being great players, it changes the dynamic of some of the conversations that go on in the locker room. Mm-hmm. Most guys are used to seeing the best player on their team sound like them, be from places that they've been, played in high school All-American tournaments or on collegiate level to get. These guys are coming over from somewhere else, and so it forces a dynamic in the locker room that I think gets really interesting for teams as they move forward.
That's really interesting. Here's McCall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Back to Gasol. That shot off. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. The pass to Alexander Walker.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Holiday. He's coming off an excellent season. 5th in assists. And, of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace. He was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. And the first one drops. Siakam is checked in for the Raptors. And Williams drops them both. Raptors leading by 4. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Passes it to McCaw. And here is Van Vliet. Offline with his three.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And another name included in that Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Still a lot to like about his game.
Pairs up well with what the Pelicans are trying to do. Perhaps the biggest asset coming over to New Orleans could flourish in this system.
That free throw good from Williamson.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
Powell, he's checked in for McCaw. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Van Vliet. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn. Pass to Gasol. Back to Van Vliet. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. For Toronto, they have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Van Vliet. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Poked loose. Stolen by Van Vliet. Fast break Toronto. Here's Gasol. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And there aren't too many big men more dependable than Gasol. He's a skilled passer who can operate out of that high post, but also give you a little rim protection if you need it. Shooting 2.
No good on that one. At the number of trades now starting to involve stars. It feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
For New Orleans, they have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now here is Holiday, covered by Van Vliet. From 11 feet away, and again, no good by New Orleans. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Toronto. 6-point lead. There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Gasol. Comes up empty down low.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
The Pelicans have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. The first one falls. And Greg, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Favors comes in for Kenrich Williams. And Ball subbed in for Drew Holiday. Toronto leading by 4. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Van Vliet. Pass to Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 3 assists in the game. Pelicans trail by 6. Ball with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Favors, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul. It's called on Toronto. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Toronto leading by 5. Siakam looking around. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Now that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Pass to Ingram. Shot from 12. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Siakam. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Williamson. Goes back up. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Man, that's a tough ball for the ref to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Pelicans. Raptors leading by 4. Van Vliet passes to Hollis Jefferson. Tipped away. Stolen by Ball. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Siakam.
And let's look at the numbers here for Brandon Ingram. Last year, getting it done. Averaged about 18 points a game last season. 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Now, here's Ball. 9 points last game. And here's Ingram from the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. And here is Powell. An 11-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn. To the paint, here's Hollis Jefferson.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
Ball, the pass to Redick. Here's the floater. Here's Williamson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
What passion this kid plays with. Zion, he really tries to grab every rebound that's available.
And the free throw stats there. 6 of 8 shooting, so 75% so far. One drops. He ties it up.
And love how he's getting himself to the line this quarter. If he keeps it up, it'll end up creating some foul problems on the other side, and that can always help a team's cause.
Ball with the bucket.
And the intelligence, his overall basketball IQ, Ball just has a knack for being in the right spot, especially when the break is on.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 7. The pass to Powell. There's the feed to Gasol. And the rejection by Favors. Here's Williamson. Williamson. Great positioning on the putback. And it's a 4-point Pelican lead.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. To the middle. There's Hollis Jefferson. And the rejection by Favors. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And Toronto making a change here. Anunoby's checked in. Just 5 on the clock. And again, Toronto no luck.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Well, this is when you start to talk about Redick not just always looking for offense, clearly looking for teammates there.
Can they get it? Pelicans with the rebound. Favors got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
Serge Ibaka has checked in for the Raptors. Both free throws good for Ingram. Here's Siakam. He's got 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Fred VanVleet. Josh Hart, he's checked in for New Orleans. Siakam finds Lowry. Pass to Powell, looking to end the run. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Hart's got 6 rebounds in the game.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Here's Lowry trying to get open as Ibaka. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Tip of the cap there. I mean, that defense was good. The finish was better.
For Toronto, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And Toronto making a change here. McCaw's checked in. Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
A 5-time All-Star. Lowry has come a long way since being drafted 24th overall back in 2006.
Now here's Redick. Back to Favors. Pass the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And you look at Lonzo Ball, certainly high expectations for this young man. 1 and done at UCLA. How about 2nd overall pick? That's brought some undue pressure.
And that one misses. Ray, you talk about the hype for Lonzo Ball and the pressure. Do you think that creates an additional challenge for a young player?
Yeah, he's scuffled at times, but I think the future remains very bright for that young man.
He hits the 2nd from the line.
Yeah, impressed with the work ethic of Ball. You can see a desire to want to be great, and he's going to continue to work on improving those weaknesses.
Now here is Lowry. 10 points for him. And again, Toronto no luck.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Pelicans leading by 4. 1:49 left in the 2nd quarter. Hart, no good. Toronto's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the 2nd quarter. And the rejection by Favors. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
And 4 years at Villanova for Josh Hart. Won the title back in 2016.
He just makes winning plays, hits perimeter shots, and the 30th pick in 2017, he has been solid.
Here is Lowry. 10 points for him. Ibaka outside. Lowry against Ball. Here's McCaw. 4 on the shot clock. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Favors. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
Ball finishes with power, not just going for the layup, solid at throwing it down deep inside.
Here's McCaw. He's still scoreless so far on this one, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
For Toronto, they have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry. Kenrich Williams. He's checked in for Derek Favors. Second free throw, no good.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And for all the scoring and shooting that J.J. Redick does, showing right there why he's an underrated passer.
Here's McCall, covered by Redick. Ball against Lowry from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Lowry's got 14 points for the game.
And that's Lowry's shot right there. Always looking to capitalize from that range.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep, Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Anunoby kicks to Lowry. Over Williams. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's New Orleans heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Zion Williamson was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
Everyone talks about the athleticism of Zion Williamson. In the first half, he also showed us the skill. Yes, he did. Loves to handle the ball. He's developing more moves down low. I must say, I'm impressed. That just makes it easier for him to get to the rim and finish.
Kenny, let's get your thoughts on the Raptors.
Well, it's almost impossible to catch up if you keep fouling. They need to be the team getting to the foul line at a higher rate in the second half. That means driving to the basket, hitting the cutter, slicing to the basket. Anything going to the basket is your friend.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. And it's Ball in at the guard position. Now here's Favors. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. Tries to keep it alive, but he gets it back. Here's Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Favors. Good season for him last year. 9th in shooting percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. He's off on the first. And for all the drama surrounding Lonzo Ball's entrance into the NBA, one thing is for certain. He can play.
And Lonzo will always have the media attention, but the fact is he is a very talented player. His playmaking and passing was as elite as advertised from day one, starting to find his spots on how he can score for himself. But everything else with his game is what you'd want from an elite point guard.
Now here's Powell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Siakam passes to Powell, and it's blocked.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
Gasol finds Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Powell for 3.
And the long arms and legs of Ingram come into play on defense, bothering shooters with his hustle.
And it's Ball at the elbow. Pass to Williamson. Shoots over Van Vliet. Here's Favors. Count that one. Favors has got 10 points in the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Raptors trail by 10. Van Vliet passes to Gasol. Van Vliet with it. He's guarded by Favors. Great D that time from Favors.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another, Greg.
Now, here's Lowry. He's got 14. Back to Gasol. Jacks up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 4 assists in the game. Pelicans leading by 9. Ingram dishes to Favors. Knocks it loose. Feeds it to Williamson. Over Siakam. Williamson, the pass to Favors. Misses in close.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
For Toronto, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. New Orleans leading by 7. And Holiday kicks to Favors. Ingram against Powell. Rejected by Gasol. Now the pass to Van Vliet. Passes it to Gasol. And he comes up with the deuce. Gasol's got 5 points now this quarter.
Sensational feel in the painted area. Get Gasol the ball. Let him use his size and intelligence to full advantage.
Now here is Holiday. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Pass the ball over Lowry. Here's Favors. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Powell with the bounce pass. There's the triple. The shot, no good. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. That's his 7th miss in 12 shot attempts. Holiday dishes to Williamson. Ball, the pass to Holiday. Clock at 4. Shot from 16, and that's good for 2. And it's a 9-point Pelican lead.
Flawless pick and roll motion there, executed to perfection by Drew Holiday.
Such a wide open look. And that's 11 points for Marc Gasol.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Holiday. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Van Vliet. Gasol kicks to Van Vliet. Back to Gasol. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 5 assists tonight.
I mean, could we say he was playing possum a bit there in the first half? Because it seems to be a different guy out there, way more assertive.
Outside Holiday. A floater. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Gasol. Raptors trail by 5. Now here's Powell. And the pass to Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Derek Favors. The Raptors have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. First one falls for him. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Toronto. Patrick McCaw comes in for Fred Van Vliet. He hits both from the stripe.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Holiday, the pass to Hayes. Here's Alexander Walker. Now recovering. That one goes in. Alexander Walker's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Hollis Jefferson finds Lowry. Pelicans with the rebound. Here's Alexander Walker. Passes to Holiday. A floater. He lays it in. And it's a 7-point Pelican lead.
Well, killing them softly there. Holiday with the floater over the top. And that puts the D in a tough spot.
Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Ingram. Now Lowry. He's got 14. Drops it in from 11 feet. Lowry's got 16 points.
A veteran guard with a knack for penetrating defenses. Lowry can pretty much get any shot he wants.
Holiday looking over the floor. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Holiday's got 6 points in the quarter.
Now that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Outside Lowry. To the inside, taken away by Holiday. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Williamson. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is, guys, he's only going to keep getting better.
And the more you hear about Drew Holiday, a magnetic personality. He really connects with his teammates.
It'll be very interesting to watch the growth of Drew Holiday in that aspect this year, Kevin, with all of the additions of young, unrealized talent. Zion Williamson, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. Drew Holiday has got to be much more of a conductor this year, along with keeping his levels of performance elite.
Free throw good from Williamson. Here's Lowry. 16 points for him. Pass to Anunoby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's deflected, and they're able to recover. Second chance shot, and the jumper is on the mark. Anunoby's got 9 points.
And such poise in pressure situations. Anunoby doesn't let it get to him. Fantastic at keeping his composure.
Here's Holiday. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Now here is Holiday. He has 6. Here's Hayes. And the Pelicans miss again.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Here's McCall, covered by Redick. Pass to Ibaka. Here's McCall. The pass to Hollis Jefferson. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hart. Here's Williamson. Goes up again, and it's blocked by Ibaka. Here's Hollis Jefferson. He has 7. Right side Lowry. Here's McCall. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Lowry inside the line. That's tipped, and he recovers it. Now here's Williamson. Defense right on him. Another shot, and he lays it up and in. Williamson's got 26 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Holiday against Lowry. Not going to go that time. Holiday with the defensive effort. Here's Hart. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Williams is checked in.
One shot.
And that one misses. Raptors trail by 10. Here's McCall. Basket good.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Now here is Holiday. 6 points for him. Floats one. He takes it up and lays it in. Holiday's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Could come down to selection. Bad shots in the first half. Here in the second, using his head, finding some more efficient opportunities to score.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. He's got 7. Down low. Here's McCall. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Derek Favors checked in for New Orleans. And the free throw, no good. Pelicans leading by 8. And Redick kicks to Hart. Pass to Favors. Good work defensively by Ibaka. Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Hollis Jefferson. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. The drive by Redick. Here's Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
Yeah, of course we can talk about J.J. shooting the ball, and he definitely does that off the screen, but he looks for teammates too.
Lowry with the ball. From past the arc. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Pelicans lead by 8. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
I'm telling you, it's all about learning, okay? It's all about learning. If you play hard and compete and don't play passive, I don't care how many mistakes you make. I promise you that, okay?
In teaching mode right there, good bite with Alvin Gentry, letting his guys know just try to get a little bit better each time out.
Yeah, I mean, developing players, molding their games, it is not easy. Takes a great deal of patience.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. McCaw is out there with Fred VanVleet. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Ibaka. And it's Anunoby in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
Shots. Relax on the first.
The free throw drops for Powell.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Ball's checked in for Drew Holiday. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Pelicans leading by 7. Outside, Redick has the ball. Favors against Ibaka. Favors can't get it to go. The Raptors shooting about 42% so far. Here's Anunoby over Hart. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. Outside, Redick. Here's Hart. The pass to Ball. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Got it. Good job in the low post.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
McCaw, the pass to Anunoby. And here is VanVleet. He's guarded by Williams. Back to Anunoby. And he converts the layup.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed. Terrific anticipation. And the delivery, Kevin, on time, on target.
Now here's Ball. Kicks it to Favors. He dishes it to Redick. Back to Favors. The second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. And the Pelicans lead by 9.
That's a testament to the effort there on the boards. Never willing to give up on the possession, finding ways to sniff out the ball.
Here is Ibaka. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And it's Williams with the ball for New Orleans. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Hart the pass to Favors. Right side, Williams. Ball against Powell. And Ball gets it to go on the assist by Williams. And it's an 11-point New Orleans lead. The Raptors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Passes it to Ibaka. Here's McCall, covered by Redick. Here's McCall. The shot's good. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Outside, Redick. Now, here's Ball, covered by Van Vliet. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Siakam is checked in for Toronto. And then for New Orleans, Williamson is checked in for Williams. And it's Ingram in for Hart. Here is Favors. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
This is Williamson's game. He's a scorer, and he knows his team relies on him to do it.
Van Vliet passes to Powell. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Van Vliet. No good from outside.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
I don't know if you push the panic button now, but that's the 4th personal, and he needs to stay aggressive out there. So going to be interesting to see how he plays moving forward.
Baseline jumper, and the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from McCall. The Pelicans have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Here's Ingram. Toronto grabs the miss. Ibaka's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Out to the right wing. McCaw, the pass to Siakam. Toronto working the ball around now. 6 to shoot. Ibaka goes in.
And this is where Ibaka is becoming a little more savvy. Just catches the defense off guard. All they can do at that point is foul.
The free throw drops for Ibaka.
And what's interesting about Ibaka, he's played basketball internationally ever since joining the NBA back in 2008. In fact, he won a silver medal with Spain in 2012.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka. New Orleans leading by 7. Pass to Favors. The dish now to Ingram. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. McCaw, the pass to Siakam. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Pelicans leading by 5. And here is ball. Pass to Ingram. Now Williamson, covered by Siakam. Baseline J on the way. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And the Raptors with some changes. Marcus All comes in for Serge Ibaka. And it's Lowry in for Patrick McCall.
Mind the lanes. One shot.
And that one misses. And just like his brother Powell, Marc Gasol active in humanitarian causes.
I mean, we saw him volunteering on rescue boats in the Mediterranean. Mark doing his part, but also bringing attention to that humanitarian crisis.
Here's Williamson after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Redick passes to Williamson. Shot clock at 6. Yep, that one goes in there. Williamson's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Capable of doing some real damage. Give Williamson the rock in a spot like that, and he is going to burn you.
Siakam misses.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shot.
Oh, that was huge!
Incredible. Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Now here is Lowry. Van Vliet kicks to Lowry. Back to Van Vliet. Looking to get it going. It's rebounded by Derek Favors. Pelicans leading by 9. Ingram passes to Williamson. Good D by Siakam. Here's Lowry, and the layup's good off the glass. Lowry's got 22.
Deceptive and skilled at that guard position. When Lowry's scoring like this, good luck trying to defend it.
And it's Williamson missing. And so Siakam will bring it up for Toronto. That's a 2 from Powell. It goes straight through with the swish. And now it's only a 5-point Pelican lead. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Zion Williamson.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for New Orleans. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Alvin Gentry said to his team. He said, guys, we don't want to play hero ball. We don't want to take threes that aren't there. There are better options when you run the offense all the way through. Evan will see if they can make that adjustment.
And here is Powell, following the 3 from Drew Holiday. The shot will not fall. Lets it fly. Rebound by the Raptors. Siakam's got 4 rebounds in this game. Dishes it to Lowry. Stolen by Holiday. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Just a little bit off in the first, but he's been anything but that here in the second quarter. Really impressive to see him turn it around like that.
Now here is Lowry. It's Powell on the wing. Over Favors, and the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Powell.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Here's Williamson. Here's Favors, and they call the foul. So he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Shooting 1.
And doing a really good job here of pounding it inside in the second half. Sound strategy with the lead.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Favors. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
You're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you have for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin. That's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
That's good from Ball. He doesn't get the second one.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with the chance to win.
Stolen by Holiday. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. The shot missing. So the Raptors will take it the other way. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. Drills it from outside.
Have to get out on him. He'll burn you from there repeatedly.
New Orleans leading by 8. Ball kicks to Favors. Powell against Ingram. Favors passes to Williamson. Good D by Siakam.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
Now off the inbound, and the dunk by Williamson.
And the defense learned a valuable lesson there. Don't let Williamson get to that launching pad around the rim.
Now the pass to Gasol. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Brandon Ingram. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the seconds. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 7.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Now here is Holiday. He's covered closely. He kicks it to Williamson. Kept alive. Favors. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Favors has got 20.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8. And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. And so here is New Orleans. Now here's Ball. Passes it to Ingram. Kicks it to Williamson. Pass to Ball. 5 to shoot. From deep. The second effort, and Favors finishes it off.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Toronto calls timeout. They're down by 9. 52 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Gasol. Great D that time from Favors.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now here's Van Vliet, and he makes good on the layup.
Now, say what you will about the value of the three-pointer, but those close-in looks are always plan A. Every trip down, get to the paint, get deep, score.
Favors against Gasol. Ingram left side. Clock at 6. Holiday finds Ball. Here's Favors. Good work defensively by Gasol. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Derek, you guys hang your hat on defense. Is this the sort of defensive performance you expect every game?
Yeah, we can. No, they were practice for. We come into practice, play hard, we work hard, and when we come out for the games, we just bring a lot of energy.
It's a young team with young legs, and showed them at the defensive end tonight. Thanks, Derek. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.